So this is something I've covered quite a few times in years gone by. We'll say for me, elastic choice, since joining Matrix and swapping to my Slik, it's something I've raved about for a long time now. And it's also made my elastic choices very, very simple, just because the way the elastic behaves, because it's so, I'm going to say stretchy, but it stretches, but it retracts quickly. I've explained that a few times in the past, but it's so versatile. That's the best word. And what I want to cover is the types of elastic that I'm taking at the minute. You know what I mean? While we're filming this now, we're just on that change. So I'm just starting to put the slightly heavier elastics. We're not quite on the summer carping yet, but everything's getting beefed up a bit. But at the minute, to keep my elastic choice simple, so I'm going to go through what I cover, do you know what I mean, what I have with me to cover every possible situation that I might come across. So first off, I'll go through my big long kits, and I simply need two. You know what I mean? I find that the green, which is rated at 8 to 10, you know what I mean, I actually think it's a little bit lighter than that. You know what I mean? It's a lovely, it's me silverfish, me positive silverfish, and my F1 elastic. You know what I mean? I'm using that at the minute because they're just starting to wake up. If I'm fishing for 40, 50 pound, I mean, the green in a long kit, for me, it's perfect for any sort of 010, 012 sort of lines. I mean, it does the job when I've not got to catch a lot of fish very quickly and it doesn't spook fish out of me peg. That said, we're definitely coming to that time now when, I mean, the weights are getting a little bit bigger. There's quite a few £100 weights starting to occur now at various venues all over the place. So for me, I'm going to step up. Definitely this weekend, I've got my first fish show. So it won't be out for this video, I'll have fished it by then. But my first fish show is coming up this weekend at Tunnel. And for there, you're going to need a decent weight. So because of that, I'm going to step up to the red. You know what I mean? Now we're on the slightly heavier sort of 10 to 12 sort of grade. But again, it's about getting the job done. Yeah, it's still lovely and soft when it comes out. But with the next grade up, I can power it up so much more quickly. Just with 2 pulls on a puller kit with a decent £2 F1, I'm there at netting. You know what I mean? It's ready for netting. I've got the netting sort of amount of elastic out ready. I can get fishing a lot quicker just by using that slightly stepped up elastic that allows me to fish sort of, I can still drop down to an 010 if I want. I can fish 012, which is going to be me when I'm generally going to use that elastic. I can even fish in 014 if a few carp start feeding and it has that power and reserve to land plenty of carp, not just an odd one, if required. Again though, I could be visiting a few venues shortly. I've got decoy coming up that there's going to be a lot more carpy starting to feed, and for that I have a couple only at the minute. So this has been me winter setup sort of thing, what I've been carrying with me all winter. I have my orange, only a couple of the orange at the minute because I'm not committed to the carp style of fishing. In a couple of weeks time I'll probably get rid of my green altogether and I'll carry 6 orange, 6 red, but we're not quite there yet. So a couple of orange cover any really angry situations. And lastly, I've got my short kits. I mean, I've been fishing a lot of F1 sort of style matches, and so with them feeding a bit better, what the short kits give me is, as long as I'm fishing in shallower depths or even shallow at this time of year, I can use a lighter elastic, I can use my green, but because of the reduced length of elastic compared to in the long kits, I land fish a bit quicker. I mean, it almost turns into a red elastic, but I've still got the forgivingness on that, the initial strike where it comes out lovely, but it gathers up nice and quick because it's only a sort of a 6 foot length in the short kit. It just works a little bit differently to how a long kit would. But that pretty much it covers everything for me for my, what we're going to call it, early spring F1 type fishing, which is predominantly what I do at this time of year. I mean, just by simply having those 3 sort of, well, 2 grades if you like of elastic, they cover everything. So my next step is to step up things a little bit. Once I get sort of towards the end of May, I might just completely get rid of the green and swap it to the orange. I'll probably have 6 orange, 6 red, and I'll also step onto some big stuff. I'll have 3 top kits of each, of the yellow and the green, that frightens me to death, I'm completely honest, but that's when my carp start feeding down the edge, and they really do get the job done. I say there's no worry about them breaking, and they just get fishing quicker than I've ever landed fish ever before.